Welcome to LMC Live for Sunday, April 16th, 2023. Now, this live stream is unscheduled. We still have scheduled for later this evening. Gonna make an attempt, gonna try to make some media on the Apple IIgs. Having some technical difficulties. Have kept pushing it back. We're gonna see what happens between now and later this evening. It's about 12:30 Eastern time. But a box has arrived. We're going to unbox it, see what's inside of it. And I think it's a couple of laptops. Might be video discs. Not 100% sure. And the studio cats are very chatty. They see something outside. Don't know what they want. Really, I mean, they're fed, they're watered, litter box is clean and what have you. Oh, I misspoke. It's not even noon yet. All right, so let's get started. Let's get this box open. Now, these are from... Oh, thought these were from Texas. These are from Kentucky. So they're not... Not friends of computer reset finds, I don't think. They might be. Let's see. Awesome. If you have any questions about the item you received, please PM on Facebook. I'll be happy to help. Of course, you're invited to friend request to keep in touch, get a monthly resupply, always have fun, more exciting inventory to choose from. So there were two models of laptop. One was more dear to my heart than another. Another was just more like, interesting to see what it looked like from that era of time. This first one is based on 8600 series, D series of Latitude, and that would be a mobile precision workstation. A little beat up, not bad. The battery is probably shot, but we'll hook it up. We'll run some diagnostics and find out. Keyboards are easily replaceable. This is a Precision M70. It's got let's go through it, shall we? So on one side, of course, we've got single PCMCIA, the hard drive, smart card reader, security slot. On the back, we've got the barrel power connector, VGA, serial, S-video out, two USBs, 56K modem, and then could be 10100, although I think it's 10100 1000 Ethernet, and then infrared. And then, of course, we have audio in out, two more USBs, and then the D-Bay that has a combo drive in it. Came with the Windows XP Pro sticker, and of course, remembering this era of the sticker, Windows XP, Windows 2000, Vista wasn't even being thought of yet. Whoops. And then the other computer, which is more near and dear, which was the next series up, when Dell first started coming out with the E-series Latitudes. The first generation. No, I'm missing hard drive. Okay, didn't think it was, but whatever. Actually, you could get it in three different colors. You could get it in red, you could get it in blue, and you could also get it in silver. Now, I do actually have the blue one. I had a red one years ago, and I ended up selling it. But wouldn't that be funny if this was the one? Wanted to get a red one. Check it out. No memory. That's okay. More interested in This may not have, this may not even have Wi-Fi built in here anymore. How unfortunate that is. No, okay, it does have Wi-Fi. Well, neither here nor there, but that's good. Well, anyway, let's go over and talk about what an E6500. So this would be the D series drive bay. Would usually come with a super drive. You could get it with Blu-ray if you're willing to spend the extra money for it. Smart card, wireless on-off switch, the Wi-Fi detector switch. Of course, here's FireWire, sound out, microphone in, and then 2 USBs. In the back, you had the battery, which is missing. It could come with 56K modem. This one doesn't. 10100, 1000 Ethernet, D port, and then the barrel connector. And then on the opposite side, we have USB, eSATA, VGA. This is, I think, express card slot, SD card, and then this is the hard drive bay. So because this machine, which there's contradictory evidence on some of the Dell specification sheets. If you look for the Latitude E6400, E6500, once upon a time the spec sheet says, oh, the E65 uses, or the 6500 uses DDR3, which I find hard to believe. I'll have to look up by service tag. And then some 6500s use DDR2. So that's a big difference, especially when you think about like how much memory you can pack into the machine, the cost, etc. We'll have to look up. This machine's actually missing missing buttons for the battery bay. So like, okay, might not be able to do too much with this machine. But let me get the Dell barrel adapter, and we'll fire up this mobile precision workstation and see what it has here. So I've got a 130 watt AC adapter. Should be more than enough power. I'll spin the well, it's not really going to stay up, but let me see if I can move the camera closer. The charging indicator is on and it's green, so that's a good sign. The battery does have some life in it. I was really thinking that the battery in here was going to be completely shot. No webcam, but I wasn't expecting them to be one, so let's go ahead and we'll go into setup first. It's only got version A02 of the BIOS, and of course the CMOS battery is probably dead, and that's okay. So let's go through. Pentium M processor, 100 or 1.73 gigahertz, not hyper-threading capable. Has 1.5 gigs of DDR2. It's got an 80 gig hard drive in there. It's got a Quadro FX Go 1400 with 256 megs of VRAM. That's pretty good. The native resolution of the display isn't as high as I'd like, but for the price of it, who can complain? Great battery charging. We'll have to see what operating systems are compatible with this. We'll set fast boot back to automatic. Just go back through again. Whoops. Let's go through, and today is Sunday. Well, great. We're going to save. We're going to run some diagnostics. Then we'll get on the Office Alienware, and we'll check in. While this is running diagnostics, we're going to check and see what the latest version of the BIOS is in here. Right? Right, kitty cat? Yeah. I was waiting for that. You probably notice there's some discoloration in the middle of the screen, and I know that that happens with LCD panels of this era. Something to do with the backlight, or it could be something else entirely. To get my thumb drive to copy this BIOS on. I'll go grab that while we're waiting for it to run diagnostics and waiting for the Dell support page to come up. Well, it doesn't support Windows 10. Of course, wasn't expecting it to. Let's see, does it actually have the Dell diagnostic partition on here? Wow, okay. So this might actually have the original image on it. Wouldn't that be something if it did? So it looks like it only supported officially Windows 2000 and Windows XP. It looks like A04 was the latest BIOS ever released, and that was March 27, 2006. So let's get that on our boot drive or thumb drive and get it on there. What do you think, kitty cat? Okay. If any of you watching happen to be cat lovers, maybe you might be able to help me discern why the tuxedo cat is so very, very chatty these days. Very chatty. Okay, so we're going to update the BIOS. What do you think, Tuffaroo? So we have two studio cats. We've got a male tuxedo cat named Tuffy, and we have a female tortoise shell, or did not want that to boot up. We have a female calico tortoiseshell named of Callie. And she's not very chatty at all. Not very chatty at all. So somebody wrote 3 sticks, and I don't know if that's how permanent that Sharpie marker is. But we'll try some Mr. Clean Magic Eraser on there and see what we've got. Oh. M70 underscore A04. Also going to run some spin right on this, see how healthy the 80 gig hard drive is. And wow, that CPU fan is pretty loud. Okay, we're going to go back to our thumb drive. I don't know if F-Disk will show us what we need to see, but give us an idea. We'll look at... oh, there is no F-Disk on here. Okay. I was curious to see if we could find out if there were any what the partitions are. Because if... there should be the utility partition, which is diagnostics, the OS partition, which is Windows XP that you saw briefly here, and then if there's a third partition, that might be the recovery image. Now, I do have... if I could find it, it's kind of a keychain of thumb drives, a large keychain of thumb drives that has a thumb drive that's specifically for, Windows NT password overrides. And let's check here. Oh, Bob C at Titan Fabricator. Oh. Hey Bob C, if you're watching, Maint, Titan Co, Titan Fabrico, that's kind of neat. I'm not interested in seeing what you might have on the machine. We're mostly interested in seeing if this has a recovery partition, because at Dell at that point in time, they started putting recovery partitions right on the computers. So we'll see. If I can find our... Friday night and now can't seem to find it. Sometimes I wonder if while I'm gone the cats are raising hell with stuff. So we'll have to come back to this a later time. But anyway, thanks for watching this unboxing. You've seen a Dell Mobile Precision Workstation M70, a red Latitude E6500 that was essentially bare bones. And we'll probably come back to this at another time. Hopefully see you tonight with our Apple II GS making media. And thanks again. See you next video.